Hello there guys and welcome back to the FIFA 21 career mode with Real Madrid, and today we get episode 30 of the career mode. Now in today's episode, as you can see, we've got the semi-finals of the Champions League versus Liverpool. We've also got 3 games coming up in the La Liga. You can see at the moment Atletico Madrid are level on points with us, but they have played 1 game more than us. So hopefully today we can still stay 3 points ahead of them. Also in today's episode we'll be discussing which team I should take on next. I've already got 2 teams that I've picked, but I want you guys to pick out of these 2 teams down below in the comments. Before we go any further then, if you guys do like the sound of today's episode, the Champions League semi-final versus Liverpool, 3 games coming up in the La Liga, and also discussing the next career mode for the channel, be sure to leave a like down below on the video. We can hit above 100 likes once again, that'd be amazing guys. And also if you are new, you want to see more of these career mode videos, hit the subscribe button down below as well. So let's get into some of your guys' comments then from the previous episode guys, and don't forget, if you want to get your comments featured, leave them down below in the comment section. So the first one here coming from Ayush saying, for your Germany team you can call up Goretzka and start him in CDM with Kroos and put Kimmich in right back. So that's not a bad idea at all. So if you take a look on screen now, we've obviously got a Germany team. So I think we don't need 3 goalkeepers if I'm going to be honest. So Leno I'm going to swap out for Goretzka. And then also I'm going to make a quick change as well for the centre-back position. Boateng is going to go. I'm going to bring Jonathan Tah in as well. So they're the 2 changes we're going to make. I like the idea of Goretzka and Toni Kroos at CDM. So we're going to make that change and see how them 2 perform together in the World Cup. So then let's get into the next comment then here, which comes from Rahul saying you can directly score 1v1 instead of cutting inside every time with Haaland and Mbappe. Just give the direction and they'll put the ball in the top corner. Enjoying the content, great job. So I do appreciate the comment there, Rahul. And I do agree. I think a lot of the times with Mbappe and Haaland, you know, both being 90+ rated strikers, well, players even, a lot of the time trying to put it on a plate for them, you know, too much, trying to make the basically an open goal for them. Whereas a lot of the time with their stats, they can easily beat a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. So then into the third and final comment for today's episode, which comes from Samurai Hyper saying, hey man, are you active on Instagram? So down below in the description is a link to my Instagram page. I know a few of you guys have already gone on over there and hit the follow button. So I don't post on there every day. Obviously we're working full time and everything at the moment. It's quite hard to try and do working and YouTube, let alone Instagram as well. But I do always reply to every DM ever sent to me on Instagram, and also I try and upload a photo a couple of days before I start a new career mode. So you guys that do follow me on Instagram do know a little bit more before the career mode comes out. So then before we go any further in today's episode, let's talk about what career mode to do next. I'm going to leave it down to you guys to pick out of the 2 teams that have decided, and both of these teams are in the Premier League. That is where we're going to head next after this Real Madrid career mode. So the first of the 2 teams, as you can see on screen, is Manchester United. Now I can imagine this is an overdone career mode. A lot of people are going to do this one this year, but I do feel like it's going to be a really good team to do a career mode with. But also I want to sort of take it in a different direction, and you can see the youth development is high on their sort of board expectations. And so what I want to sort of do is go in there. I don't want to sign, you know, all the world's best players straight away, even though we've got the money to do it in the transfer budget. I want to sort of work it a little bit different, maybe sign players from teams below the top 6 in the Premier League. You know, maybe like your Jamie Vardy's, your Ndidis, possibly Calvert-Lewin's, Richarlison's, you know, sort of players like that, instead of just straight away going to teams like Real Madrid and getting Vinicius Jr. or Dortmund and getting Jadon Sancho, even though Sancho was linked. I just want to sort of stay away from that. And also with the youth development, I want to sort of try and get in there in the first season, set up a youth academy, and then start getting, you know, 1 or 2 players in the first season and then develop them in season 2 and possibly season 3. So that's my sort of ideas, that if we went ahead and took Manchester United. So then the second team that I have chosen is Leicester City. So the reason behind choosing this team is obviously they have won the Premier League quite recently, as you can see on screen, the 2015-2016 season. And I want to sort of obviously try and replicate that once again, but build a more sturdy team that can maybe do it year on, year out. But also use a scouting system to a very good sort of expectation. So for example, your Jamie Vardy's and your Kante's, I want to sort of bring them sort of players in from maybe the 2nd division in France or the 2nd division in Spain or Germany. You know, sort of uncover sort of wonder kids, obviously not well-known wonder kids, but sort of make players that maybe wasn't expecting to reach potentials, make them reach that certain potential, maybe 80+, 90+, and make them first team starters. You can see the transfer budget isn't great, but a lot of people have been saying choose a team that doesn't have so much money to spend, like your Real Madrids and Uniteds and your Barcelonas. So I feel like it'd be an interesting one. Obviously the aim would be to win the Premier League and also win the Champions League if we could. But anyway, down below in the comment section, I'm going to leave 2 comments. One's going to say Leicester City One's going to say Manchester United. Leave a thumbs up on which team you would rather see for the next career mode. So here's how the two teams line up then for the first game in today's episode. We're against Huesca, and for this game I'm pretty confident we will get the win. So we're going to go ahead and visual sim this one, not quick sim. We're going to sim it just to make sure that we come out with the win, because there's so many times I've quick simmed it and we haven't. But we are at home as well. We've got a pretty strong starting 11, so there's no reason we shouldn't come out with a win in this game. Maybe a great chance here for Haaland, out wide to Mbappe, crosses it inside Haaland, and he does find the back of the net 15 minutes into the game and our first goal. Maybe another chance here, Haaland to Eden Hazard, and he fires that one into the back of the net. 2-0 now at 21 minutes in. Here we go, we've won the ball back down this right hand side now with Mbappe, looking to maybe cross it in, plays the pass inside, and Odegaard does make it 3-0. 42 minutes into this game. I'm pretty confident now once it turns to half time we can just jump to the end result. I knew we was going to win, but you can never be too sure, especially being at home as well. And there we go, into half time. Not had the most possession, but 5 shots and 3 chances created compared to Huesca's 0 shots and 0 chances. So let's go ahead and jump to the results, and we get a 3-0 win, and we start the episode with 3 points. So here is then the league table after the first game in today's episode. You can see Atletico Madrid are only a point ahead of us and are 2 games ahead of us. So that means if you look over on the right hand side, they drew their game with Villarreal away from home. So that means now if we win our next 2 games, we will go 4 points ahead of Atletico Madrid. So we're into our second game then of the episode, another simmed game against Eibar. And like I said, I think they're in the bottom 3, so I'm pretty confident we'll get the win. In this one, they've got Troy Deeney up front. I think they signed him last season as well, because he was there last season. That's our starting 11. Vinicius Jr. on the left, Haaland up front, Rodrigo on the right, Toni Kroos, Bellingham and Camavinga in midfield. Camavinga's having to play a lot of games here just because, obviously, last episode, Casemiro got injured and is out for 3 months. So he's definitely missing the end of the season. Really disappointing. But luckily, we've got Camavinga to replace him. Davies and Hakimi at full-back. Then Upamecano and Militao at centre-back. So let's get into this game. It should be another 3 points. We might be through here early on. Bellingham finds the pass there. Just can't get the shot away. And we can get the shot away. And Vinicius Jr. makes it 1-0 at 6 minutes into the game. And there we go then. Into half-time in this game. Still only 1-0 up thanks to Vinicius Jr. 7 minutes in. But just a little bit worried now because we're only 1-0 up. It's got to 45 minutes. And I've just got a feeling that if it gets late on, I might just have to jump in. In the middle there, and there we go, 2-0 straight after half-time. Toni Kroos with the second goal of the game. There we go to Haaland in the middle once again, and there we go, 3-0 now. Toni Kroos with his second goal of the game, 55 minutes in, so I think that pretty much calls it to jump to the end result. And Eibar do bring one back, but it doesn't stop us from getting the 3 points in our second game. So here is then the league table after the second game, and my apologies, last time I was saying that if we win the next one we'll be 4 points ahead of them, but if we do win our next game we'll go 5 points ahead of Atletico Madrid, which is quite nice to be fair, but it's still not that 2-game gap. I would obviously prefer to be 6 points ahead of them, but 5 points is good enough. But up next then we've got the Champions League semi-finals against Liverpool, and in today's episode we're going to be playing both games in the semi-finals and see if we can make it through into the final of the Champions League. So here are how the two teams line up then going into this first leg, and we're away from home in this one at Anfield. And you can see our starting 11 there. We've got Mbappe up front, Hazard on the left, Rodrigo on the right, Odegaard, Valverde and Camavinga in midfield. You can see Camavinga, he really does need a rest, but at the moment I've got no one really to sit in that position. Toni Kroos I probably would, or Valverde, but there's no one else really to fill in for them two if they go to CDM. So it's a little bit worrying. At the moment, you've got Mendy and Emerson at full-back, De Ligt and Varane at centre-back. Liverpool's team at Mane and Salah and Firmino up front. Koke, Partey, and Fabinho in midfield. Robertson and Alexander-Arnold at full-back. And then Matt Hummels, a new signing, and Van Dijk at centre-back. So let's get into this first game and get off to a good start in the semi-finals. Here we go then, into the semi-finals of the Champions League. It's such a big game, this one, against Liverpool. Now, last time we faced them, last year, I'm sure it was in the semi-finals of the Champions League once again, and we beat them by quite the margin. I think 6 goals or 7 goals, I think it was, and we absolutely smashed them. But now, obviously, EA have made a few changes to Ultimate Difficulty and Competitor Mode itself. Be interesting to see how this game gets on. Oh, here we go. Someone's making a run, and it's Hazard back to Mbappe, and surely 1-0. Finesse shot, and round the goalkeeper it goes. And 6 minutes in, we take the lead against Liverpool through Mbappe. And I'm sure I meant to get it to Mbappe the first time. And Eden Hazard kept the ball But we got it back to Mbappe. You can see here, try to play the pass, doesn't make it, but it goes to Hazard. And then we go back to Mbappe, and he fires it home around Alisson and makes it 1-0 in the semi-finals. Camavinga up towards Valverde, through for Mbappe, and he's going to fire this one, 2-0, and it is 2-0. 11 minutes in and 2-0 up against Liverpool. And like I say, last season when we faced them, it was something very similar to this. And I don't know what it is. I think it's just when Mbappe is the striker, him against them centre-backs, he's too fast for them. No one can keep up to him. And Van Dijk was sort of getting close, but he can fire it home. And there we go, 2-0 up, 11 minutes in. There we go, time for Liverpool to take on the attack. And a poor pass, and Mendy almost got to it there. I'm not too sure what happened, but Salah's got it again. And now, here we go, Thomas. And Partey looking to maybe play the ball inside. Back out to Salah. And we need to be careful here and defend this really well. Don't want to lose the 2-goal lead already. Alexander-Arnold, Partey once again. And through the middle to Firmino. And luckily Varane with the block. There we go, Mendy inside to Hazard. And here we go, through the middle, Valverde trying to get that to Mbappe. Calls for offside maybe. And just can't get it past Alisson. And the shot once again blocked through the defender. And like I say, a great start in this game. 32 minutes in, we've already got 2 goals and 2 away goals they are as well. Maybe something on the counter-attack. Valverde up there towards Rodrigo, who's got the pace, as we know. And a cross inside the box. Maybe a touch too many, but the cross. And just couldn't get it to Mbappe. We are going to get the throw in here. And they are going to make a change as well. I just wish we had someone to replace Camavinga with, because he's getting really tired now in this game. And Valverde through the middle there for Camavinga. Plays it up. Mbappe maybe down to Odegaard. And the finesse shot. And it was an easy one there for Alisson to save. Liverpool now on the counter-attack. Mohamed Salah can't really get back in time. And he tried to pass it across. And De Ligt there unable to get the pass off. But luckily that one is cleared. But yeah, dangerous there from Liverpool. Liverpool bring one back in this game through Thiago. And now look at the replay on this. I do not believe this should have been a goal at all. And now this game is 2-1. And just take a look at this replay. Mendy wins the ball back, but then jumps over Mohamed Salah, who then that causes us to lose the balls. Look at that. You know what I mean? He just jumps up, Mohamed Salah gets up and just carries on, plays the pass inside. And Thiago brings it back. And how disappointing is that? You know, Liverpool get a goal late on in this game, and it's now 2-1. I know we've got 2 away goals, so it's not the end of the world, but they bring 1 goal back, and it's just so annoying. Maybe a chance to go 3-1 up, and through the middle here for Jovic, who came on, and I'll just get that to Mbappe, thank you, and fake shot, finesse shot, and Mbappe, and Alisson is there to save it. We got ourselves a corner. Can we get anything from this? Mbappe with the cross out, and maybe another little head, and we just can't. And looks like this game is going to end at 2-1. We've got the 2 away goals though, so we can't really complain, I've got to say, in this first leg. And there we have it. The full-time whistle is blown. And the first leg ends. Liverpool 1, Real Madrid 2. So we're into the post-match interview here then. And the second question is, it was close, but you did it. What made the difference? And like I said, we got the 2 goals. So we got 2 away goals going into the semi-finals. But like I said, we still need to be careful, because Liverpool have yet to visit the Bernabeu. So this is how the semi-finals then are looking so far. Man City 1-0 up against Atletico Madrid, and then us being 2-1 up against Liverpool. But up next then, we have a game in the La Liga, and this one we actually are going to play because we are away from home facing Osasuna. So you can see at the top of the table at the moment, even if we lost this next game, we would stay ahead of Atletico Madrid. But I would like to go at 5 points clear. Osasuna at the moment are currently in 15th place, so I do expect us to go out there and get a win. So then here are the 2 teams, and this is how they line up then going into this game in the La Liga. And you take a look at our team, we've had quite a few changes. So at the moment, we've changed the formation to a 4-3-3 attack. We've got Haaland up front, Vinicius Jr., and then I'm trying Hakimi at that right wing position, because I know he can play right mid, so I've got no doubt that he can play right wing. The midfield 3 of Shirky, Toni Kroos and Bellingham. And then a back 4 of Davies, Upamecano, Militao and Emerson. So today's going to be interesting to see how Hakimi gets on at right wing. And also Shirky and Bellingham getting a start in midfield. So like I say, expect us to get the win. But we are away from home, so anything could happen. Maybe we can get something now on the counter. Shirky waiting for players to make a run. And there we go. Haaland coming back from offside. Pretty odd. But anyway, Haaland's got the ball. The cross inside and the header. And there we go. We make it 1-0. in this game. And who is that with the goal? And it is Hakimi, who finds himself in the box. Haaland coming back from being offside. I've noticed a few players doing that, even like in the Liverpool game. What is it? Van Dijk was offside, like quite not offside, obviously he was in defence, but he was like way far back. And then as soon as I played the ball to my striker, he comes back into sort of play. It's really bizarre. But anyway, Hakimi gets the first goal of the game, possibly his first goal for the club since returning. And it is his first goal in the league. And he's doing really well at the moment on that right-hand side. Cherki, Bellingham, through for Haaland. And he's going to fire that one away, and he does. And he makes it 2-0 now, 33 minutes into this game. And we took the lead. And like I say, it's been a tough half an hour of football, I've got to say. Osasuna, sin majority of the ball as well. Just had no real chances with it, but they have had most of possession. But now we've got it. Bellingham and Cherki doing really well in the side so far. Cherki there gets the pass to Bellingham, and he finds a pass to Haaland, who I was tempted to do the fake shot and go for the finesse. But that's 20 goals now for Haaland this season. But anyway, I remember the comment from earlier on, and I just fired it away, and he put it in the back of the net. Osasuna, okay, they bring one back 37 minutes in, and I was not expecting that to go in at all. Like, they've been in that position before this game. You'll be able to see from the replay. Like, it wasn't too dangerous out of the box, you know, expecting the defender to come across, and they didn't. And I think that was up from Meccano, and you can see, yeah, I expected him to run across him a bit sooner, and he didn't. Managed to get the shot away, beats Courtois, and there we go, 2-1 now to us in this game. Okay, Osasuna through once again, and they're going to make it, oh wow, okay, off the post. And really poor defending from us, and I've got to say, Up Meccano doesn't seem to be having his best game at the moment. Letting Osasuna through, and I'm just glad they've hit the post. Vinicius Jr. through to Haaland, and is he going to make it 3-1? And he does. Literally, after Osasuna hit the post, we go ahead up the other end and score the third goal of the game. I'm still not content at the moment. Osasuna, like I say, just had a chance to level it up and make it 2-2. Fortunate for us, they hit the post, and then we go on the counter-attack here. Vinicius Jr. plays a lovely ball over to Haaland, and a finesse shots it into the back of the net and makes it 3-1. There's only a minute added on in this game. We should be walking away with all 3 points, and we are walking away. Osasuna, you know, a tough team to face today. They did bring one back, hit the post to almost level it up 2-2, but we went up the other end and scored the third goal of the game, and that allowed us to leave this game with all 3 points. Here's how the league table then looks after that game. Atletico Madrid, a game ahead of us once again. But we are 2 points ahead of them. We win the next one. We do go 5 points ahead of them. It's a little bit annoying that it's like this at the moment, but it is what it is. And like I say, it looks like if we do win our remaining games, maybe 2-3 more games, we could win the league early. But up next then, we've got the second leg in the semi-finals of the Champions League against Liverpool once again. Man City and Atletico Madrid haven't played their second game as of yet, but at the moment, it looks like we could be facing Man City in the final. Here's a quick look then at the Premier League before we go into the second leg, and I should have done this before the first leg, but it is what it is. It's in the same episode, but you can see in the Premier League at the moment, Liverpool are in third place on 80 points, only a point behind Chelsea in second, and only 4 points behind Man City, and there's 2 games to go in the Premier League. So here's how the 2 teams line up then, going into the second leg of the Champions League semi-finals. We've got our strongest starting 11 out. Liverpool got a pretty strong team as well, and pretty much the same lineup as last time. The only difference I can see is Dendoncker starting at centre-back over Matt Hummels. But let's get into this game and beat them and get into the final of the Champions League. Here we go then, into the second leg of the semi-finals. After this game, we will find out if we will be going through into the finals of the Champions League. Just before this, I seen that Mohamed Salah has scored 5 goals in his last 3 games. He didn't manage to score last time out against us, but he did provide the assist for Thiago to grab the only goal they scored in that game. Liverpool getting forward here very well, doing a lot of pressing as well when we do get the ball. And okay, are they going to get anything from this? And the through Firmino, and no way, and okay, they've got their first away goal so far. At the moment, we still would go through because obviously got 2 away goals. They got 1 away and 1 home goal. But a little bit worrying for us so far, I've got to say, into the second leg. Liverpool have come here and really do want to get into the final, obviously as much as we do. And let's take a look of the replay here. You can see getting that pass through there, and I brought Courtois out, possibly a mistake on my behalf. Firmino able to get the pass across to Partey, And there we go. Liverpool 1-0 in this game. Liverpool doing really well once again, trying to stop them from the attacks. And Varane tried to get a foot in there and stop it. We sort of did. And 30 minutes in here, Liverpool absolutely dominating us so far. 39 minutes in, Liverpool with the throw in here. Emerson wins that one back. Can we get some sort of counter-attack going here, guys? We've got plenty of pace up front. Hazard plays that free. I think Mbappe is clearly offside. And he is offside as if 41 minutes in. And we're still yet to have a shot at their goal. Liverpool are through. Koke, Courtois is going to come out. And Liverpool make it 2-0 in this game now. And they're all over us. Literally all over us. And 3-2 now over the two legs. And that goal does seal it for him to go through into the next round. But we've still got another half of football to go. I can't believe this team. Like, we've just fallen apart. All of a sudden, we fell apart in this game from start to where we are now. And we just can't get a grip on the game. No way. No. Okay. Okay, this game's over. This game is over. Mane with possibly the goal of the Champions League. And in the semi-finals, he now go 2 goals above us. And I just don't find a way for us back in this. Look at this for a goal. Emerson just loses the ball so easily. Plays the 1-2 Mane. And then finesse shots it from miles away. And finds the back of the net. What has gone on with this team? And that is Valverde trying to catch up. But the team, I can sort of tell. I'm not even going to say it's scripted or any way. I'm definitely playing poor. But the team, you know what I mean? The passing just isn't on. And just players losing the ball way too easily. There we go, Valverde through to Camavinga, who's going to try and take it all away, find the pass and get the shot away. And, of course, Alisson is there to save. A substitution, Toni Kroos. No, we're going to leave the team as it is. And what a poor shot that was. But here we go, the cross inside now from Hazard. Possibly the header, and the header is on. And Alisson knocks it wide. Oh, man, we've got a long way to go in this game now. We need 3 goals to possibly even go through. And the header is on. And the 2 times we actually get headers from the corner, it's an easy save for the goalkeeper. Hazard, pass inside to Mbappe. No one else to really pass to. Camavinga down the line. Rodrigo has kept it. He's got the shot away, but Alisson with the save, man. Mendy over to Odegaard in the middle for Mbappe. He finds another pass, and the shot is away, and we get another goal in this game at 77 minutes in, but it is going to be ruled offside. And I think that's it, guys. Hazard's going to come off. Vinicius Junior is going to come on. 12 minutes remain. And at the moment, Liverpool are going through into the final. And okay, never mind. Mbappe's won it back. Gets the pass. Vinicius Junior. And yeah, of course, can't get the shot away, can he? So Aubameyang on the ball now for Liverpool. They've subbed him on. And like I say, I think Liverpool are going through. Fair enough, they've scored, 3 goals in this game. The comeback was real. But yeah, this game, you can sort of... Okay, the pass, we've stopped that. Emerson and through ball. Mbappe over the top. Rodrigo. And 2 minutes added on. We're not going to get anything from it. Rodrigo and... Okay, yeah, took a touch too many. But you could sort of tell in this game that AI was going to win. And I don't want to call it a sore lose or anything because I deserve to lose. Liverpool 3 goals, poor at the back. And Hummels comes on the header. But again, goalkeeper is there to save. But to finish my sentence... The passing has been really poor. Like passes that normally get made, just aren't being made. Tackling that we normally win the tackles just aren't being won. And Liverpool do win the game and go through into the finals of the Champions League. I did not expect that at all. After the first leg, winning 2-1, I expected us to go into this one, maybe score a goal or 2. But it was completely the opposite. And Sadio Mane, goal of the Champions League, surely. And Liverpool progress through into the finals of the Champions League. So we're into the post-match interview here. Then the first question, after such a heavy defeat, you must be aware of how far you need to go to be able to compete against the best. And now we are the best. Let's be honest, we did win it last season. We're unbeaten in the La Liga. That's our 2nd loss of the season. Do you have to make a fresh start now? And we don't have to make a fresh start as well. I have a way to work. I have to work a way forward. It's about gaining experience. And it definitely is. Liverpool, the better side tonight, and rightfully so, like I say, go through into the finals. And we do not need to make a fresh start at all. It's just one of them days, and unfortunately, Liverpool, saw us lacking and took advantage of it and go through into the finals, sorry. So there we have it then. We are out of the Champions League. I cannot believe it. This season was supposed to be the season that we won everything. And unfortunately for you guys, I just couldn't win that game against Liverpool. Like I said, I don't know what it was. The passing just wasn't on. The tackling wasn't on. And their players just seemed so much better than mine at the night. And to be fair to Liverpool, they scored 3 goals. And rightfully so, go into the final. You can see from the other game, Atletico Madrid go through into the final on away goals. So that means the final of the Champions League will be Atletico Madrid facing Liverpool. I was going to play one more game in today's episode in the La Liga, but I think that Liverpool game has just took me over the edge for tonight. I'm not going to play another game. We're going to leave it as it is, and you can see, like I say, we are 2 points ahead of Atletico. We have got a game in hand as well. So at the moment, like I say, still unbeaten in the league. I've got no doubts that we'll win the league at this point, but we just can't underestimate the opposition at this point. We've only got to focus on the league now until the end of the season. And like I say, if we play our cards right, we could win it a game or 2 early. So there we have it then, guys. That has been today's episode. Unfortunately knocked out of the Champions League. Like I say, you can tell Liverpool are going to go through just from the game itself. But it is what it is. I'm not going to dwell on it anymore. Liverpool go through into the final and we are knocked out. It just means we can only win one more trophy this season, the La Liga. And like I say, I'm pretty confident we will win it. At the moment, you can see there Griezmann and Haaland level on goals, 21 each. Mbappe there on 18. So not a bad season so far. So anyway, guys, join us next time where we'll have the final of the La Liga. And like I say, don't forget, go down below in the comment section, pick which team we're going to do a career mode on next, either Leicester City or Manchester United. And I'll see you guys for the next episode.